Good morning, boys and girls. Today is May 12th. I just wanted to go over your writing today. Today we are going to do writing and it's going to be about opinion writing, and we are going to work with our Oreo model. We have done this in class a lot. We have worked on Oreo writing. We have given our opinions about a lot of things and we have written about it. So let's just go over it and review. All right. So what is an opinion? An opinion is a belief, judgment, or a way of thinking about something. How do you, as a writer, tell about your opinions? So you have to think Oreo. Now, opinion. So in an Oreo, you know how the cookie is, right? There's a cookie on top, then the cookie on the bottom, and in between you have the cream, right? So in the beginning, the first thing that you're going to say is you are going to give your opinion. You're going to tell your readers how you feel about something. And when you're telling readers how you feel about something, you're going to use some sentence starters. So your sentence starters are going to be I feel, I think, I believe, in my opinion, I love, I do not like, I prefer, I would rather, or my favorite blank is blank, I think blank is better than blank, the best part about blank is blank, the worst part about blank is blank. So all of these sentence starters are in your packet. You could use them. All right, so let's go back and look at our Oreo chart. So I'm going to write about something, right? So let's think about what we want to write about. So your writing prompt for today is it's about, let's see, 30, oops, right there. So your writing prompt is down here in your packet after your reading response. It says day 31. Okay, right here. Okay, so they gave us an example for opinion writing. So would you rather be trapped in a zoo or in a store? So it says, I would rather be trapped in a zoo. Okay, well, Ms. Shahid is going to go back here and we are going to write our opinion. So I'm going to start writing in my Oreo part. In the beginning, I'm going to say, I would rather be trapped in a, what did that say? Store? In a store. In a store. Okay, that's my opinion. I'm going to increase the font so you can see it. It's my opinion. I would rather be trapped in a store than a zoo. Oops. And I stated my opinion. This is my O of the Oreo. And now I want to make sure I'm going to give a reason. Let's go back to our chart. It says, tell your readers why you feel that way. Okay, so I'm going to tell my readers why I feel like that. So I'm going to say, I would rather be trapped in a store than a zoo. And I want to check our example here. Okay, it says, I would rather be trapped in a zoo. One reason I would rather be trapped in a zoo is because. So now I'm going to give my reason. Okay, so I'm going to say, okay, one reason I would like to be trapped in a store is because I could eat all of the, let's see, what's my favorite, chips, all of the, one second, let me just fix this. So I could eat all of the cool, I want to show you something now, all of the Doritos, right? So if I'm telling them why I want to be trapped in a store because I could eat all of the Doritos. Now, can I write more details about the Doritos? Because Doritos come in different flavors. So I'm going to write more details. Remember, we talked about adding details. So I'm going to say I could eat all of the Cool Ranch Doritos. Okay. All right. Now we have to give an example to support our opinion. We don't want to just finish and say why and then be done with it, right? Okay. So then I'm going to talk about my example, and to write about my example, I need a sentence starter for that as well. So hold on, let's check. So let's look at the next part. So once I give my reason, I need to give examples, right? So one example, of course, I said that I would eat all the Doritos, right? I could eat all the Doritos and no one could say anything to me because I'm trapped in there, right? And then another example would be, I'm gonna think, so in the store, I could play with all the toys in the store, right? That's another example. So I'm going to give more details about all the things that I could do when I am trapped in the store. All right, so I'm going to write, I could play with all the toys in the store. Okay. So I'm going to say, I could also play with all the toys in the store, right? And some of my friends would pick candy, right? Because there's a lot of candy in the store. Or I could eat all the ice cream I can in the store. I could also play with all the toys in the store. And in this part, you can add more details. So if you want to add more details, I can pretend to be the cashier, right? And yes, I can pretend to be the cashier. Okay. I could, what else could we do? Okay, then I'm gonna say I could also try on all the clothes in the store. So I'm being creative and I'm thinking that this is a huge store, right? Like Walmart, and I'm trapped there, and this is all the things I would do there at being trapped in a store. And then in the end, you see now we have the O, we wrote the opinion, we gave our opinion, we wrote the reason, we gave examples. We didn't give one example, we gave many examples. And then in the end, I'm going to restate my opinion using different words, right? So our favorite one I remember from school is, this is why, hold on one second. This is why I would rather be trapped in a store than a zoo. So my friends, this is all it is to opinion writing. Okay, let's read it all together now. If I had to write this as a paragraph, I would say, I would rather be trapped in a store than a zoo. One reason I'd like to be trapped in a store is because I could eat all the Cool Ranch Doritos. I could also play with all the toys in the store. I can pretend to be the cashier, and I could also try on all the clothes in the store. I'm going to change this can to could because we're using could everywhere. Okay, this is why, comma, I would rather be trapped in a store than a zoo. So you see, I used the same sentence, but I changed it up a little bit. I said, this is why I would rather be trapped in a zoo, in a store than a zoo. I could also write a different one. I could say, it would really be fun to be trapped in a store. Okay, so you see how opinion writing is written, and I want you to follow this and make sure that you're writing your writing prompt for today, which is, where did it go? Okay. So it's right here. The one that you are going to write about is, what is the best thing about growing up? And you're going to give at least one reason and support that reason with an example. So you're going to say the best thing about growing up is, and then you're going to say why, okay, because, and then you're going to give me an example just like Ms. Shahid gave you an example. So you see over here, you have to write your opinion, your reason, and your example, and then you're going to write all of it together. But that's exactly what you're going to do here. You're going to write the best thing about growing up is blank because, and then you're going to give me the reason, and then you're going to talk more about it, and then you're going to restate your opinion like Ms. Shahid restated her opinion in the end again. So make sure you're doing all these steps, my friends. All right, enjoy your writing.